This time on the infamous project.
Oh, did you feel that?
The power?
Yeah, dude. I felt it.
So Gary is going through and spending a lot of time on this side, and then when he figures out what he's doing, then he's gonna record and do a good video on the other side.
Maybe.
Guys, doesn't really look like we've done much. A lot of little things have been done. Not only the stereo, now we got the fog lights working. I am wiring up electric fans. Oh, the seatbelt's gonna hurt.
Got a little nuked.
Yeah, so that's 2 trips to Texas and 2 trips where we've done outings that are in excessive heat. And guys, even though you're floating in the water, let me tell you, with that sun just cooking on you, whew,
It's there to get you.
yeah. So anyways, it was a good time, but we might have enjoyed it a little too much. So anyways, back to work here. Everything's prepped out and ready for the spraying. I was gonna wait till morning, but I said, you know what, screw it, let it cure overnight. I just put the whatchamacallit adhesion promoter on. Just gonna go ahead, spray these pieces up. The rear plastics I will do depending how much paint I have left. So let's see how we go. Ooh, look at that, my arm got burnt. Man, I was putting sunscreen on left, right, and center, look.
Oh, and you got nuked too.
Yeah, right in the crease there. That one always hurts.
You weren't drinking enough.
I know. Proper rotors came in. You can see they're a little thicker. We need about 1.2 mil of clearance. There's about 3 mil on that. And actually, I think I even have some shims in case we need to space things out a little bit with those. And hopefully we can get our rear brakes on. The front is still, it's probably darker than dark in here. Hold on. So an update on the front control arm situation. Team Z, and I knew that there's the adjustable control arms with the spherical bushings, and they have them in stock at LMR, but I'm concerned about their solid mount. There's no bushings in there, but it would allow us to move the wheel where we want. It means I gotta drop $450, need to make a trip to Waco, pick up these control arms, get them bolted on the car, which means I'll have spent $450 plus the $330 the QA1s were, so whatever, $800 in the control arms just to get the wheels to fit properly. So that is last minute life, guys. I don't like building cars last minute or on demand, because that is where the costs add up like just exponentially. If you guys are trying to build a car on demand or to meet deadlines or whatever else, guys, that's where you lose your ass, because for this exact reason, it's not like you can find the part used or, you know, wait until there's a really good sale or God knows what, buy another car and you take parts off the parts car and be able to use them. So luckily, you know, I'm not complaining. It's the reality, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, that, you know, a lot of you guys are building cars, you guys are going through the process. If If you buy on demand, you're going to pay. If you have a little bit of patience and can wait and you source and gather your parts, completely different story. It's going to take you longer to get to the finish line, and you do have to consider that. The amount of time that you take, you know, not procrastinating, but waiting to get all the parts and everything you need to do your build versus potentially being done and enjoying your car. Something to think about. Windy evening. Here we are, guys. I think I have finished all the wiring. Everything is taped, everything is wrapped, everything has been tested. Door locks work, windows work, all the courtesy lights work, flashers work, horn works. So we're good to put the dash in. I had everything plugged and hooked up first just to make sure, because I have touched a shit ton of wiring in this car, and there's nothing worse than chasing electrical stuff. Thankfully, it's been like pretty straightforward. Also got the alarm wired in for some hatch popping and keyless entry and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead now and hopefully grab the dash and try and set that into place. Unreal. All right, guys, still hot as hell. Some final stereo installation items. So, old school Sony deck, MP3 but no Bluetooth. But I used to be able to run the old Sony CD changers through the Sony Unilink cable, which is this weird connector right here. And you can get these dongles off Amazon, and what this dongle does is it fools the deck to thinking there is a CD changer, which activates the input RCAs. And then what you do is you get a nice little JL Audio Bluetooth receiver like this, and switch 12 volts, ground, 2 wires, super basic. And then there's your audio inputs, and boom, like that. When you put the CD changer on, well, you can connect to this as soon as your ignition's on. But if you change this to the CD changer, then you'll be able to listen to your music via Bluetooth. So pretty neat little feature. I use this on a lot of old school decks. As long as you've got RCA inputs to be able to take an input, then you'll be good to go. All right, Gary's working away. Thank you to Jerry Joseph for grabbing these Team Z adjustable lowers.
And Ryan.
And Ryan, yep, Ryan's the guy who gave us that huge box. I was like dumpster diving in the packing peanuts of all the things that he gave us. So he's actually run these on his Coyote swap and fixed the issue that he had that we're running into. So Gary's going through and spending a lot of time on this side, and then when he figures out what he's doing, then he's going to record and do a good video on the other side.
Maybe.
But the name of the game here, guys, is to pretty much get that ball joint 3/4 of an inch back from where, you know, things were with these control arms or those other QA ones that we bought from Summit. So
Yeah,
that's
Ryan
the name of the game.
figures that this is probably an old QA1 tubular.
Right.
Because he said this was very common then. To which, whatever, you can't know everything about all this shit, right? It's like every once in a while, especially with this stuff, like we're dealing with, you know, proper race cars.
Does our end link bolt fit through that hole?
Yeah, kinda.
It does? Did you even try it? Looks like a little hole. Look at that.
Ooh.
Gotta hone the hole out. Just because a lot of guys didn't run sway bars back then, or didn't care for them. So, guys, it doesn't really look like we've done much. A lot of little things have been done. Not only the stereo, now we got the fog lights working. I am wiring up electric fans and also the interior paint and fabric, vinyl and fabric stuff, just the generic Duplicolor. I'm gonna spray up the rear seat delete panels here. It'd be awesome if they are black and can throw them in black. So that's what we're working on. Sun is still up for now. It's not terribly, like compared to earlier, it's not terribly hot, but it's still hot as hell. So let's see what Gary comes up with here. Gonna spray these up, and guys, hopefully we can get on the road tomorrow. That's the goal. Something 2:17. We've made it another late night, and we've got some pretty big obstacles out of the way, we think. It's dark as hell. Let me go over here. There we go. So Gary's putting in the headlights. He's struggling. I think we're both kind of like beep beep this moment. Just a couple things fight you. But with that said, let's talk about the good stuff. The suspension has been corrected, we believe. We mocked up the wheels and seems like we could turn. Maybe there's going to be room for some final adjustments and final tuning. Probably to be expected. You know, you don't always get stuff perfect out of the gate, but we should be able to turn the wheels, which is the biggest thing. We're gonna have to put the car down on the ground, we'll put it on the toe plates, and we'll use the quick trick alignment tool to hopefully get the car reasonably straight, at least to for the tires to last to get us up to Detroit. It's fine by me, as long as it drives straight down the road and we can get there. That's all that matters at this point. We got all the brakes bled. We had a couple, you know, small leaks at a couple fittings. Actually, Gary had to redo one of the flares that he did in the back. But other than that, pedal feels great. And I finally figured out why the turn signals weren't working. There was a wire that just didn't exist. I don't know if the car only ever had hazards or what. I did notice that beforehand and came down to following wiring diagrams, looking at the multifunction switch, doing some troubleshooting, and managed to figure out that the one main feed wire that comes off of the actual flasher unit that was missing, just wasn't even in the harness. So the flasher itself wasn't in the normal position either, because whoever put this car together, I've talked about the wiring enough and how it's been hacked and put back together, but now the wiring's good, everything works, all our turn signals, horn even works, all of that good stuff. So we're in really good shape. And nice moon in the background there.
We're not
Not your moon. What?
We're not in really good shape. We're just in shape.
Yeah. Yeah, we drink too many beers to be in really good shape. That's it. Originally, we wanted to leave tomorrow morning. Clearly, that's not going to be happening. The idea is to get the car down on the ground. First thing, get the alignment sorted out. We got to time it. And I need to finish wiring up the electric fans. And we should be able to drive it, I think.
In theory.
Yeah. I think it's all there.
Hope we don't have any bugs to work out.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's going to be a couple things that we're going to be like, can we put up with it? Okay. And carry on. We actually got the rear seat delete kit in there. You can tell we need to clean the glass in the worst way. Like, can't even see. But the interior looks really good in all honesty. So that's pretty cool. Stereo works, which is super cool. And that's good stuff. We won't talk about bad stuff. We gotta keep it positive.
Yeah. If anybody's got a new back, I could use one.
Yeah, our backs are foobarred. Anyways, there's the update, and we'll check back in the morning when there's more daylight, and hopefully be doing some final wrap-up items. If you actually look at the floor,
Yeah, there's less.
there's way less parts, and in fact, I can put the hatch piece. Actually, I'm going to put a couple strips of Dynamat underneath that in the hatch and get the hatch on. Kick panels. No, we got, if we're putting the our chip in the computer, then that's not going to go on yet. But the under the dash stuff, steering column stuff, that's all good to roll. Time to, oh, it'll read it. Dude, that's how the whole computer looks. Look at, open that. Oh, I put one screw on it.
That's a little Torx.
Oh, you know what? It's right there. Conveniently.
No, it's not.
Oh. So I have some contact cleaner if you want to, you know, hit it with that first.
Asking your shower seat. Dude, I don't know about this. Well, I mean, whatever. It might just be in there for looks. Fuck. Where's your Torx bits? Even the screws are rusty. I can't believe this computer even works.
You're telling me. Lewis was, he's still amazed to this day.
Holy shit.
Well, that's clean. Like, I washed it with WD-40. There was like a bolt sitting in there.
So that chip is supposed to plug in and read. Oh, warranty item. Do not open. Right?
Of course not.
Oh, what is on there? Somebody put like some grease on it?
All you gotta do is just take the nice fine Scotch pad or something. Give it a little,
You know what, dude? Like,
give it a little tickle.
I think I'd leave the grease. Like, I think that's like dielectric grease.
Okay. Try your luck. If you're feeling lucky.
Oh my. Sorry, Ford. We're avoiding your warranty. Oh, did you feel that?
The power?
Yeah, dude. I felt it. You get that, Phillips?
Oh, you got it all installed and all.
Oh, dude.
Shit, you can put the kick panel on. Or are you gonna wait to see if it fires first? Well, I knew we were gonna be pressed for time. Did I know it was gonna be this bad? I don't know. It's misfiring. It pulls hard. It's fun. Will it be fun driving it 20 hours? We're probably going to be happy once we get there. I hit the biggest pothole that I've hit in a long time, And if you actually look at this wheel, oh, I'm getting my shoes all dirty here.